And with a click on the button, look at this. This is beautiful. I have the whole building, a complete section through the whole building. This is very, very cool because you're never able to see this in real life.
Hello, my name is Reinhard Roscher. I'm a master builder, VR enthusiast and founder of the CAD-Forge. My office is located in the Styrian capital of Graz, and I've been involved in the creation of 3D models for the construction and AEC industry and the use of BIM, which is short for Building Information Modeling, for over 20 years. My focus is on the processing and handling of complex construction projects. In my opinion, a BIM approach is the key to providing my clients with a smooth project process and a defect-free building. Today I would like to introduce you to the use of virtual reality for your project, which can be used to improve the quality of project management and minimize errors. In recent years, we have purchased more than 20 VR headsets and tested many more. They are available in a wide variety of design, and development is constantly progressing. Meetings on the construction site will not become obsolete with VR, but they can contribute to the quality of the process flow. Of course, also VR headsets will not automatically replace paper plans. This technology should rather be seen as an additional tool, such as 3D monitors, in order to display 3D models even more vividly. We are currently using the Pimax Crystal Light, and the fact that the device offers inside-out tracking, and I can use it with a 17, 16, or even a 14-inch laptop, offers a new level of flexibility. A few weeks ago, we were able to test the 60G Airlink module at Pimax in Shanghai, which will make the cable unnecessary in the future without compromising on image quality. I use Allplan to create my 3D BIM models. but you can use any 3D software like Revit, Archicad, or whatsoever. With Allplan, I'm able to load my models. For example, this is the concrete model with all the fixtures. I just need to export the model into a specific 3D file. It could be Collada or also 3D Studio. Feel free to try. The Meshloader supports many different file formats. Here you can see another model of the project. There is the timberwood construction, also with all the fixtures, the concrete. It's a very nice model, and I've imported it via IFC. And later you will see the model in VR. Here you can see the whole reinforcement of the project. It's pretty impressive because when you're working with 3D, every reinforcement is placed correctly. So you will immediately see if there's any issues or any collision. So this is very helpful for make sure that the quality is secured. And this is the last model I want to show you. It is the whole construction model. You can see all the windows. So they're inside of the building. There are also doors and rooms. So this is quite a huge model, and it is no problem to work on such huge models. And one thing that is very important, when you get different models, you should always make sure that their positioning is right. I'm using a 3D object, and I can immediately check if this 3D object lines or is aligned. Then I know that the models are aligned. So this is very important. Also later I will show you in the Meshloader why this is important, that the model is always on the right position. So yeah, that's from my side, like from Allplan. Like I said, you can use any 3D software. It doesn't have to be a CAD software. It also could be Google SketchUp or Blender or something. You can always use many different file formats with the Meshloader. To use the Meshloader, just click on the icon after installation. You can see your current license status, also the current version. And under options, you can change the screenshot path. You can also change the graphic quality settings and using render features like deep learning super sampling. Also, you can use different file format settings for the scaling, but usually this should be fine. Also, a very cool feature, you can import IFC. Architects and civil engineers will know this format very well. Also, if you want to use the multi-user, just reach out to the developer. And now I will show you how to start the project. Just simply click on Add Models. You can choose different models you want to use in virtual reality. I will choose those two models here. And this is very important. Use auto alignment, that the models are placed correctly in the virtual space. Also, there's a very cool feature. If you don't use a VR headset, you can also show the models in a non-VR version, which I show you now. Right now you can see the non-VR version of the Meshloader. I can fly through my building. This is basically like with a game, like a first-person shooter. And with a press of the button H, I see the help menu. And for example, I can also switch into one-to-one mode. Now I have my construction here. It's very cool. So I can fly through the whole building. And with another button, press H, I can also change the model. So for example, if I want to change the model, I simply press the button and I can change through the different types of model. So this is very cool, and also in a BIM workflow, you're very quick to, for example, if you have many different types of models, so I can change really fast through the different models and see if there is any collision or something. So I really like that.
Okay, right now I'm inside of my 3D model in the wonderful Meshloader environment. So, a short introduction. I have my virtual tablet here and I can do some pretty cool stuff. As you can see, there are my different model types. So if I want to change, for example, I will like this model, I have the model right here. And as the name said, this is the model mode. So I can grab the model, I can scale it. This is pretty amazing because look at this. This is my Allplan model. And that's not the best part. I can enter the one-to-one mode. Just click on it. And then I'm inside my building. So this is pretty amazing. You can see all the timberwood connections. Look at this. This is such a cool feature. And I can navigate through the building via teleport. So it doesn't matter how big my room is or my play space is. And the cool thing is everything is tracked. So if I go down, whoopsie, oh my knees. If I go down, it basically will track me, and I can show you another feature. I can change the time, and also with the different time setting, you see this? The shadow and the sun is moving. I love this feature. And the cool thing is, I see my tablet is over there. And with a press of the button, it's here again. So I can change also the height of the model, and also on my tablet here. So you will see how, where is the sun? Oh, it's and it's getting dark. Isn't it beautiful? When I showed you the Allplan model, you also could see this 3D object here. This right now is the IFC model I got from the architect. And when I'm switching to my reinforced concrete model, you immediately see that my 3D object here is also in the same position. So I know that when I switch through the different models, I'm always in the right position. So this is a very cool feature, and it is also very necessary if you're using BIM as a workflow to see and check if your models are aligned. So that's that. And you can see this is just reinforced, or the whole reinforcement. I really like this view. So look at this. This is so amazing. So it is simply not possible to see something like this in the real world, because you will never see the foundation reinforcement, the column reinforcement, and the slab reinforcement at once. It is simply not possible. So it's very cool feature is also the possibility to load different models into the Meshloader to show different progress states of the model. For example, I can load just the foundation, then I can add, for example, the slab or even the walls with the columns. And like I showed you before, this is the small model, which I can also scale here. But obviously, you want to go for the one-to-one mode. And I'm standing in the wall. Standing in the wall. Oh, it's very funny. So I think this is a very cool feature because I can show my client, like I told you, a different state of the progress, and there you can see some fixtures, and maybe I want to add the stair. Then just simply click on load model, and the stair, here it is. So for me, this is a very cool feature. And let's see, the last model type would be ground floor. Yes. And there it is. The ground floor. You can see everything here. This is very, very nice. So even with large scale models like this one, it's no problem to, for example, create a section through the whole building. Let me just align the section line here, and with a click on the button, look at this. This is beautiful. I have the whole building, a complete section through the whole building. This is very, very cool because you're never able to see this in real life. Another very useful tool is the measurement tool. So I can use auto align, I can change the different scaling, I go for centimeters, and I know that the column here should be 40 centimeters. Yes, this is fine. And also it is no problem to measure large scale. Like for example, I can fix the measurement line here and I can teleport to the end of this part here, and this should be if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 14-meter. So also a very nice feature I use very often, and yeah, it's fun to do some controlling in VR. So let's see if this opening here is correct. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I think it's 125. So absolutely nice feature. I hope you liked the presentation of the Meshloader. I showed you one of my projects, and this is just one building. Please bear in mind that it is not just one building you can use to watch in VR. You can have like this the whole landscape. This is a part of Styria and a project we're working on. So I can see pretty far and pretty detailed what's going on here. So there are endless possibilities, and I like to get you into VR. So if you have any questions about using VR for your business or for your company, just reach out to me. I hope you liked the video, and see you soon. Goodbye.